What is going on, guys? I am Consumer Tech Review, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Govee Dreamcolor RGB strips. Now, not only am I going to do a review just of the Dreamcolors, but I'm also going to do a review of the normal RGB strips from Govee. And if at any point in the video you guys want to check out either one of these RGB strips, I'll have Amazon links below to both of them for the US, UK, and Canada. So before we actually get these out of the box and start setting them up and comparing them to each other, I obviously have an RGB obsession. This is just on my desk. There's a light above me that has one. There's a closet right there, my TV, my bed, everything. I'm big with RGBs and smart light, and I've used quite a bit of them, good ones and bad ones, and Govee is by far my favorite company for the quality. And this is not a paid review. However, the Dreamcolors have some cool pros, and the biggest pro is the sectional lighting. So you can actually have different colors throughout the whole strip in itself, which is a chip inside of it that's not in most RGB strips. So the Dreamcolor, the RGBICs, you obviously have the pros, which are they're supposed to be brighter, as well as having the segmented lighting for different colors. Those are both huge pros with this. However, the con, which is a pro for the other just normal RGB strips, is that these actually, the Dreamcolors, you cannot cut them, so you have to basically use the entire roll of them, so you will have to plan them a little bit more carefully. So there's pros and cons to both of them. The RGB strips here are still really bright, as you can see behind me with the huge LED panel right here. These things are normally really bright. However, I'm excited because these are supposed to be even brighter. Let's crack these open and get to the actual video. Alright, we got both boxes, and I thought that I would show you really quick what's inside of both of them. Card, user manual, showing you how to stick it, and we have the actual RGB strips there. These are actually you get two 16 footers, so this is a 32 foot pack, so you won't have to cut it if you just want 16 feet or if you want to move them around. As well, inside of the box, you get, this is the actual power connector. It looks complicated, trust me, it's not. And you get a really long cable, as you can see, to actually move them. Then as well as that, you have the Govee remote, which is super nice. Pull that out, and this works really well. These are just things for mounting them, although the 3M on the back of these is so good that you shouldn't need them. And then some alcohol prep pads, and that's pretty much gonna be the same, I'm guessing, in this one right here. Okay, so pretty much the same stuff, user manual. Now we're gonna open this one up, and these actually look quite a bit bigger than those. We'll see. So these are actually both 16 foot, and you can see these just have to be rolled a little bit bigger because they have that chip right there, which allows you to change the different sectional lighting on it. They're not any longer than each other. It's just that you can see the wrap is a little tighter on this one. Now inside of it, same stuff for mounting it. Now here is something interesting. This is a charging brick for this one. So it obviously takes a lot more power, which I'm excited about because it did say that it was brighter, and I'm not sure that I thought it was gonna be that much brighter, but this kind of shows me that it's probably going to be quite a bit more bright. This is the difference between the actual two charging bricks. This is probably a third bigger, which is awesome because that probably means the Dreamcolor is going to be quite a bit brighter. Okay, so what we're going to do is I've actually wanted to put some RGBs right under here pointing downward, so they kind of give a glow around the desk. So first we're going to get these plugged in, and we're just going to do an on-table test. Now there's a lot of stuff all over the desk, but this is all we're going to need for this. We're not going to need any of that or any of this. Now all we need is the strips and the power cables. So you're just gonna plug these in just like that, and then you're pretty much ready to go when you plug this into the wall, which is what we're actually gonna do now. Okay, now that that's plugged in, let's plug these RGBs in. If these don't look so incredibly bright, it's because my ISO is turned down really low, but let's see how this looks. Whoa. Okay, it's obviously on, the, whoa, that's so bright. I'm literally, wow, that's really bright. Okay, we're gonna plug the other one in and see how the other one compares just on the desk. Okay, let's try to change the color to the exact same one. Okay, so you can see that's fairly the same color. And I know it's very hard for you to see because it's so blown out, but these are the same footage. This is 16 feet. It looks bigger, but that's 16 feet. This is also 16 feet. That's like 3 times as bright. That's not to say that RGB strips are dim at all. I mean, if I was to turn off this light back here, I mean, it's really bright, but these, I wasn't expecting the huge difference. These are so much brighter. However, I will tell you, they do run a little bit hotter. I know you're probably not supposed to touch all that stuff, but they do run a little bit harder than these, but that's to be expected. Wow, that's a difference. Without even putting them in yet, okay, these are the same distance from you. You can just see this one is insanely bright. And you can see the glow off of it. That's about what the glow would do for that far from me. That's what the glow does. It lights up my entire shirt. For the price difference, I was expecting the Dreamcolors to be a little bit better. These are like 3 or 4 times better. Okay, so for the comparison, I've turned off all the lights and closed the window. That is the normal RGB strip. And I put it under the actual desk. Now on this side is the Dreamcolor. Now this is in the same color. It might look a different color just because that's a little bit darker. And that is so bright. So on this side, that's just what the floor looks like because it's all over the place because I haven't finished anything because I'm just doing this for the comparison. Just to show you, it's at least 3 times brighter and you can see it shines down way more. Now this actually wasn't the greatest comparison, I'll admit, so I'm actually going to put them up a different place and show you the crazy difference. However, we're going to do some more and get a little bit of a better angle with the actual installation. Alright guys, so I just got the RGBs hooked up behind the TV, not actually on the TV, but actually on the stand that it's sitting on, the table that it's sitting on. Now this is with the windows open, so this is actually the normal RGB strip, but we're going to turn those off and I'm going to put it on the tripod so you can see the exact difference between the Dreamcolor and the normal RGB strip from Govee. Okay, this is the normal RGB strip from Govee, and then this is going to the RGBIC. That is such a huge difference. These are so much brighter. It is crazy, crazy different. But I'm also going to do the sound. Both of them have a sound mode. However, because of the Dreamcolor having the different segmented RGBs, it actually looks way better, and I'll do a test for both of those. Alright, so that is the comparison between the Dreamcolor and the normal RGB ones from Govee. However, there's a lot more pros that both of these have that I'm going to go over, and I'm going to do some B-roll shots so you can see it for yourself. Now, the biggest pro for both of these is they're both compatible with the Echo, Amazon Echo, and the Google Assistant. So you can walk in your room, tell her to turn it on, and the whole room just pops into color. That is controlled through their app, which is really good, and both of them have the same app, although it's going to be a little bit different because you have the segmented color in the Dreamcolor, and that is definitely the biggest pro of the Dreamcolor, besides the brightness, which I would just get the Dreamcolor based on that because it's so much brighter. However, not to say that the normal RGBs are not bright. They're still crazy bright, but the Dreamcolor is like a whole nother level, 3 times as bright. However, that might be too much for you guys. Like behind a TV, you're not going to want it that bright. You might actually want just the normal RGBs behind there, because you're not going to want it super bright behind there. However, behind furniture and things like that, the Dreamcolor might be awesome. Or like behind your desk where you want something a little bit more vibrant, the Dreamcolor is going to be awesome for that. Now, a con kind of with the normal RGB strip is the music mode. It's really not the best, and that's just because the whole thing has to come on and off. However, the Dreamcolor's music mode is actually so sick. It actually gives a presence to the room. It matches it better because it has the different sections that can turn on and off. It's just really awesome. But if you guys are looking for some RGB strips and you want the best of the best, the Dreamcolor is definitely going to be it. But if you are on a little bit more of a budget, the RGB, just the normal RGB strip from Govee is fantastic. Now, the reason I love Govee is because first, they have an amazing app. Second, amazing quality, because you might think, oh, there's just RGB strips. Like anyone can make them, right? I've gotten RGB strips before that are a little bit more cheap. And actually, some of them were more expensive than Govee's. And a big problem, they did not stick. They all have adhesive backing on the back of them, like all the different brands. However, Govee's never come off, and sometimes I don't even like really prep the surface as much as I should. Like there's a little bit of dust on there. They stay on. They've stayed on for months. However, other brands that I've used, they come off after like a day, and I have to continuously just push back on them to make them stick. And I'll show you. There's some in my closet that are not Govee, and they don't stick. So I will be replacing those with Govee strips. I highly recommend doing Govee. They're not more expensive than other brands, but they have such better quality. So if you guys do want some RGB light strips for your room, these are 2 of the best options out there. Remember, I will have Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada for all of these. But if you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out, help me out, throw a like below. And if you want to check out my channel, I do a bunch of tech and gaming tech reviews, so consider subscribing. And if you want to watch my last video, it was on a keyboard completely not related to the video that was this video, but you might enjoy it. I don't know. This was Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys later.